Okay. Hello everyone. So for this video, I will describe the application of a number of energetic qualities that we have already discussed and demonstrated, and its application to medical Qi Gong, as well as the work that I do as a healer for our patients. So Juan, if I could get you to as a demonstration. So before anything, I would work to open up the patients. Okay, this allows them to just release anything that they need to release, and for me to really help diagnose and understand what they actually need help on. So the first thing that I would do with a patient is just to open them up, and there's different ways to go about it. But personally, I like to just open up the mental field. Okay. Okay, and once that's open, I can do a bit of filling for Juan. And immediately, if nothing else, if this is all I do and the patient walks out of this, they're gonna feel more energized, they're gonna feel a lot more clear. And even just by opening up the energy matrices, if there's any small stagnation or blockage, it can be removed, okay? So the next thing is let's work more on the physical. So Juan, do you have any sources of pain or soreness?
No, this
shoulder
part?
area?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Anything on the hands?
No, it's
We're
fine.
good? Okay, okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. So if actually if we can have a closer up look with this, one aspect we can do if a patient has any level of soreness, if it's muscular, is that we can just pop them up, right? So remember the demonstration where we did the popping for the partner? So instead, we want to build that complete relaxation, right? And let's say for the shoulder area here. So we're just going to relax into it and build relaxation to the partner. And then once we get to that climactical pivotal point, okay, and then we just pop that out and we just open up the matrices here, right? All three matrices. So this might work a bit better if we stabilize the partner. So I actually opened them up in the beginning, but for this specific exercise, we're gonna close them back down. So apply earth, grounding. Okay, so now the matrices of Juan is nice and closed. I'm gonna try this again. And just focus on opening up the matrices just on the shoulder. Yeah. And as we do this, if there's any sorts of pain or kind of toxicity, you can see there's a bit here, so where we can just use that, connect astrally, magnetism, magnetic palm, and just remove that out. Okay, and really to get some validation if what you're doing actually has energetic appeal, you can just completely leave your partner like without touch, and you can see if they're sensitive to whatever you're pulling out, right? So. Okay. Perfect. So as you can see, there's a bit of validation here. It's just good as when you're first developing these skills in order to get some confidence, right? So as I'm pulling, as I'm opening them up, just pulling it out. You can see this, right? And I don't need to communicate this, but we can see this reaction versus when we ground, as we did earlier, without communicating. And I want to just build that stability and see that the partner's not reacting afterwards once all of his energy is grounded. Okay. A couple of other things: if there's any soreness on the arms, right? If you're working out bicep, triceps, right? The forearm, what we can do is we can apply a bit of pressure into the tendon area here. And just using magnetism with your hands, you can just pull out. Feel that stretch?
Oh, yeah.
Feels it's relaxing, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Right, and it's a really good way to just stretch it out, right? And look, I'm not a trained masseuse, right? But the kind of relaxation quality that I could get from a professional masseuse, you can just build that up energetically. Even if I just want to connect with his arm, right? And just build that song quality, right? The relaxation. Okay. Yeah, you okay?
Yeah.
So
it was really deep, really deep
please.
stretch. And this one was really deep. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Feels really different.
Yeah. And like alternatively, let's say like, I don't know, there's some stagnation, right? And if you know, like for muscle recovery, sometimes they put like that electric band on the muscles, right? But likewise, like, okay. You can just build energy into specific areas of the muscles, right? Just to activate it a bit more and just to vitalize it, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like maybe this, you feel more of a relaxation and like a laziness, but this there's like
Yeah.
an activation, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
exactly.
I think an athletic feel. So additionally for the acupuncturists out there, where anyone who knows acupressure, right? There's specific meridian points that if you apply energy towards, then you can create certain effects, right? So for example, just looking here, the pericardium point, the pericardium 6, right? It's about 3 fingers out. And if you're ever having any sort of, pericardium is the muscle behind the heart. So if you ever feel like there's any sensation of anxiety or stress, right? Or if you're feeling like you just want to relax, calm down, you can take 2 fingers, right? And just apply the electric, the yang energy into that point. Right? Into really just affecting and relaxing, right? There's the large intestine 4 point, which is the paracetamol of the body, it's the natural painkiller. So it's, oftentimes in ancient times when people are going through surgery, they'll just stick a needle here, activate this point in order to increase the pain tolerance of a patient. So just a couple weeks back, I had a friend that was in a nasty accident, and I was right next to her. So in order to really relax her and to calm her down, those 2 points was crucial. So just connecting with this point, right? You can do the 2 fingers and maybe have a bit of stability so you can push down on it, and you can apply a bit of that electric energy just to activate that point. Okay? So maybe in the future we'll roll out with an entire course on acupressure and how to use these energetic qualities to affect different acupoints of the body. But these are just some demonstration to give you an understanding that yes, all we're doing, it looks very martial, right, and very aggressive. But once you understand the principles and the feelings behind each of these, you can very much take all of these learning and apply in a clinical setting likewise. Okay? So thank you so much for your time. This concludes this video.